you for tuning back in. It's time for math. And if you didn't do the language video yet, you might be wondering why I'm wearing the same thing again. It's because it's Throwback Thursday. I'm going to throw us back into Wacky Wednesday from a couple weeks ago. So listen carefully for the bark, 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 for Waka 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 joke time. All right, we're going to start with our warm-up. Go ahead and pause the video so you can copy it. I know this is wee small, so you might have to make your screen bigger, but the last question is, will he make it? And they mean, will he make it on time? Okay? All right, welcome back. Let's get started. 6 times 6 equals 36. Very good. 7 times 7 equals 49. Very good. Now we're going to add, look at that, 3 numbers to add, but you just do it the same way. 5 and 0 and 5 makes 10. Regroup. 1 and 4 and 2 and 1 makes 8. And 2 and 5 and 3 makes 10. I have a comma, so my final answer is 1,080. Okay, moving on. 0 plus 1 plus 9 is 10. Regroup. 1 and 6, 0 and 2, 9. 3 and 2 and 4 is also 9. Final answer, 990. Number 3, if I spend $2.75 and I pay with a $5 bill, how much money will I get back? How did you set this one up? Did you start with the $5 because it's the bigger number? And then lined up your decimal points with the $2.75 and subtract. All right, the tricky zeros. I cannot take 5 away from 0. Okay, so I need to regroup, but this is also a 0. So I have to go all the way over here to the 5 to find something that I can regroup with. So I'm going to cross that out. It is a 4. Now I can make this a 10. Now I'm able to regroup. So I'm going to cross this out and make it a 9. And then I move it over to make this one a 10. Okay? 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 7 is 2. I just bring my decimal point straight down. 4 minus 2 is 2. My final answer is $2.25. Okay, did you get that one? It was a little challenging. Number 4, continue this pattern. 1250, 300, 1350, 1400, 1450, 1500. Did you remember the commas? Good. School starts at 8:55. Connor leaves home at 8:15. It takes 35 minutes to get to school. Will he make it? So I'm going to start with the time he's leaving school, leaving home, which is 8:15. And I'm going to add 35 minutes, right? Okay. Okay, so it is 8:50, and he's got to be there at 8:55. Will he make it? Yes, he will. Because 8:50 is earlier than 8:55. Okay, that's it for our warm-up. Please get out your math. Okay, thank you. All righty, let's see what we got here. Open this one up. What is fast, loud, and crunchy? Fast, loud, and crunchy. A rocket chip. Get it, a rocket chip. That's so funny. Waka waka. Okay, math book page 682. 682, and we're going to talk about when we read data on graphs, what conclusions do we come up with? Okay, there's a couple words you're going to need to know. Okay, the first word is increase. 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 What does increase mean? It means to get larger, that's right. Okay? And the other word is, what's the opposite? Decrease. Good. And that gets smaller. Increase, decrease. Okay? Now, we use those terms to talk about data on our graphs. Let's look at page 682, and we have the height of plants. See the bars, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. If we look over that data, what do we predict is happening? What do we think is happening? Well, let's see. Week 1 is at a 2, week 3 is at a 3, week 4 is at a 4, and week 3 is at a 4, and week 5 is all the way up to 7. So what would you say? The height of the plant increased from week 1 to week 4. What do you predict will happen in week 5? Well, if the pattern continues, it's going to be even taller. It really took a jump from week 3 to week 4. I wonder if it'll take another big jump. We don't know for sure, but we can predict that it's going to increase because it has all along. All right, now look at number 1. We have rainfall in my town. So May, how many inches of rainfall were there? 4. June, 3. July, 2. And August, just 1. Why is that? Oh, because it's summer. It doesn't rain as much in summer. Okay? When you observe that data, what can you conclude? Yes, it's the opposite. The rain was decreasing as it got into the warmer months. Okay? What about September? Well, it's fall. I don't know if it rains more than fall. So I guess that prediction is up to you. All right, let's turn the page to 683. All right, describe the change that the data shows. Oh, Ava, you like this one. Puppy weight. So it's the weights of puppies. A puppy, I guess. Must have been the puppy growing. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. What do you conclude? The puppy's weight increased every week. Why did that happen? He was growing up. That makes complete sense, right? Okay, let's move on. Number 3, Bianca's guitar practice. Ooh, look at that. She doesn't start out very much, just 1 hour, but by week 4, she's doing 5 hours in the week. That's almost an hour a day, except for maybe weekends. Okay, what can you conclude? Yes, that her practice time increased from week 1 to week 4. All right, now let's move on to 684. Go ahead and pause your video, and this time go ahead and write in answers. We'll check it together in a minute. Ready? Okay. We have Ginger's poems, number of poems that she wrote. Not very many in week 1, but it builds and builds and builds. So why do you think the number of poems changed from week to week? Well, you could have said she figured out she enjoyed writing poems, or they got easier because she was writing more and more of them. Because you see, by week 4, she was writing 6 poems. That's a lot of poems. So she must really enjoy it as she got better at it, and she started writing more. Predict, how many poems might Ginger write in 5 weeks? Well, if you said any number greater than 7, but probably not like 100, you would be correct, because it increased decreased as the weeks went on. So unless she found a new hobby, it probably still increased. All right, number 6. Use the bar graph above, which describes the change that the data shows. The number of poems decreased? No way. The number of poems stays the same? Oh, we didn't even talk about that. So they would all be level, the bars. Or the number of poems increased? Well, we already answered that. It increased. Very good. Go ahead and tear out 685 and 686. Okay, those are the yellow ones that we always tear out. You're going to complete these and only have mom or dad send me the warm-up and these 2 sheets. Some of you are still sending all of it. I don't need to see all of it. I just want to see the 2 yellow ones and the warm-up. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.